Here we go. We're going live. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Push Day.
Hi.
Hi. Before we begin, who has a foam roller? We do. We have a foam roller.
Me too. Can I use the other one?
You can. I'll allow it. Do me a solid, Alice. Can you
Tilt you.
tip that down?
Yes.
I feel like today's as good a day as any to show you just a couple of quick things you can do with these guys. Sometimes you can argue they're a little overhyped, but that's not to say they don't serve a purpose. Check it out. Crisscross your arms, keep your butt high, just roll back and forth a little bit. Don't go all the way to your neck, and don't go all the way to your low back. You're mainly just going from mid to upper. Just do this for like 20, 30 seconds. Just chill out, just get a little clunks, clicks, whatever's in there. There's a few things I like about foam rolling. One of them is that it is a bit of an active release. Like while you're down here, you're not just passive, you're moving around. So it's sneaking in a little bit of core work, a little bit of mobility work. If you're doing the one where you're on your forearms and you're rolling along your thighs, that's one long plank, basically. That's good stuff. All right. Keep going. Just put your hands like so. And you're saying, what do you mean keep going? I don't have one of those. Well, get one. They're $6. No, $9?
Yeah, they're pretty cheap.
If you're gung-ho, you can make one out of just a big old PVC tube. I mean, what are they called? Pipe. PVC pipe, that's it. Okay, next up, butt down, tuck your hands, go like this. Now, if you don't have one, but you want to do this stretch, get on your couch or something, put your back on the arm of the couch, and just get this nice back extension. You can keep scooching forward and back to just sort of change the fulcrum, right? You get a different spot. Breathe. Moving a little. Breathe. See that? I'm just rocking back and forth. I'm not doing long static holds at the moment. We're just going through some extension, back to neutral, back into extension. Okay, now I'm going to hold up here. Now I'm going to laterally tilt. So I'm bringing my left shoulder toward my left hip, but I didn't move my hips. And then I swing over to the other side. Okay, so I'm staying flat on this thing. And I'm just rocking side to side. It might shimmy a little, it might move a little, but not much. I'm just kind of lightly pinning. Okay, next up, butt back down. Left hand behind your head if you want. Right arm reaches back. So I'm trying to get my thumb toward the floor. Straight elbow. Just a few more of these guys. Actively reaching. This one is a little bit in the wall angel family because I'm actively releasing my right front of my right shoulder, pec, that area, pec minor. And reach. I'm gonna switch. Maybe I'm speeding through a little, but there's also no like definite amount of time you got to do these things, unless you've been like prescribed this stuff by a PT or something. There's a popular expression: 2 minutes to make a change. I mean, it's not like hard science. That it's
not like hard science. That.
It's not like settled science. It's not like they've done rigorous RCTs to establish that you need 2 minutes to get the body to do something, you know? I mean, they found that this gets us into another thing. For example, stretching. You could stretch till the cows come home, and after a little while, your body, it just returns to its normal resting length. That is why dancers, they don't stretch. They stretch all day. I didn't say that right at all. You know what I mean? Like they just don't stop stretching because they're trying to preserve and maintain a really big range of motion. And for certain sports and activities, they do the same thing. Like your place kicker, he's constantly or she's constantly staying flexible for the job, but also just doing the activity. You're going to constantly be going through those big ranges of motion. And anyway, the rest of us, how much do we really need? Okay, enough of that. High plank, please. Everybody up, 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 up. In this plank, let's just do some scapular push-ups. So I'm keeping my neck neutral, butt tight, and I'm just doing little push-ups, but with no elbow. So it's all scapula. If that's a little too rough on the wrists or something, you can drop down to your forearms. Or if you find you're not sure how to do the top one, maybe your elbows are bending. By doing this, it doesn't let you use your elbows. See that? I have no choice but to only do the push-up with my shoulder blades. Let's do about 5 more. And then 4. Keep those abs tight. 3, 2, good. Quick little teeny stretch. Sit back into child's pose. Walk your hands forward, and now walk your hands to the left. Just big stretch along your right side, your right lat. One more big breath in, and exhale. Get a little farther, walk it over. Good. Okay, walk it on back. Walk it on back. Come on down, and then walk it over to the right side. Breathy, breathy, breathy. Exhale, exhale. Is that another fire truck? Or is that an ambulance? I don't remember the difference.
Fire truck.
It is a fire truck. Yeah, I think it sounds fire siren-y. Oh yeah, that's a truck. Engine number 9.
Coming down the party line.
Downward dog, please. Everybody up. In this downward dog, let's just do some scapular push-ups here. So no elbow, I'm just shrugging. Shrug. If this causes any neck pain, you may want to relent. You can also do this on the elbows. Granted, the head is kind of in the way, so you're not going to get as big a range of motion, but that's all right. See what I'm doing here? I kind of like this one for a lot of people, and the other one, the regular push-up position. So many people, they just can't not turn it into a regular push-up. So it kind of looks like that. And I'm trying to make it all shoulder blade. So by going to the forearms for this or the downward dog, let's just do about 5 more of these. That forces it to be scapula. All right. Alice, I'm putting you to work.
Okay.
Anchoring this band for me.
Okay. Different type of work than what I was doing.
Yes. Stand there-ish.
Great.
For those without a band, put your right arm against the wall. You're going to do a single arm wall angel. So elbow, wrist, smushed against the wall, fully flush, and just slide it up, slide it all the way down. So the elbow almost comes to the wrist, but at no time does any part of the arm come off the wall. If you do have a band, do this. That's too hard. Come to me, my dearest.
Okay.
Right there. So I don't have much strength in this position, right? Not much leverage. I'm pressing up into this diagonal position. So it's as if the wall is there, but I'm actually pressing through the wall. See, I'm going up and back. And I'm not letting my elbow go behind my wrist. I'm going to show you the side angle just for a second. So it's that way. It is not like this. It's not like a row or something. Back to work. So neutral spine here. My right leg's in front. My right arm is pushing into this diagonal line. I'm going to do 5 more.
Another day, another hairdo.
Yeah, today was weird, I know.
Every day.
Every day different.
It's different. It's like you have wigs in your closet, and I've never seen them. Until the pandemic. I've never seen them until the pandemic.
I wanted it to be a spot.
Exactly.
That's it.
Really?
Up and back. So I want to see how much work you can handle. How does that feel?
Behind your back is how you choose to hold.
Oh, yeah, you like that?
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, when you've been in the iron game as long as me, you learn all the little hacks to preserve your energy.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
I've been known to loop these things around my body so as I don't got to work. Uh-oh, too hard?
I can't go as far back as I feel
I'll
like
come
you want
in
me to go.
closer.
Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, we don't want or need a ton of tension here. Oh, so poorly lighted. 2 more. So you don't need a person to hold the band. You can anchor it in your door. My turn, left arm. Which is my left arm? So left knee is in front. My left arm is here. Oh, it's too heavy. Come to me. Thank you.
Good job.
Get the idea? Just pressing up and back, up and back. We've got to do something about this lighting. I know, I'm going to do something. That's what I'm gonna do.
I have ideas.
If you have one of those little TheraBands, that's fine too. You can even do this if you have a TRX, just pulling on it. But in that case, it's probably even better to just use the wall.
The wall.
The wall. That's your nickname when you play volleyball. She is indomitable at volleyball. Or she would be if she'd ever actually play. No, you did play once. We got into a few games of pool volleyball.
I mean,
and beach.
I played more beach volleyball.
Yeah. I forgot about that for a second.
I was like,
I was literally thinking only of pool.
Yeah, I don't play pool volleyball that often. Quite honestly, because
Well, you can't swim.
No, because I'm in a bikini and playing volleyball in the pool in a bikini is just
Your volleyballs might fall out.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I get you.
They're always so many. You're with people. You're so close. Try to jump, but beach volleyball, I'm all about. That's great. I don't mind, and I don't mind playing that in a bikini because it's just different. The water's not like pulling any parts of your suit down.
Do you remember that one time we were playing pool volleyball, and there was a kid that nobody realized his feet weren't on the floor, and he's just like for 20 minutes, he's just in the back row. We just like weren't rotating anymore, and he's just like. He probably almost done. He just didn't want to say anything. Poor shy little
He was
rebel.
playing with all the grown-ups.
Yeah. He like couldn't believe his luck that they were letting him play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You can't reach, you poor thing.
I think we finally moved him to the front.
No, he drowned. 2 more. Then we got to get this workout on the road.
We do.
I just mixed metaphors. Okay, push-up time. That's it. It's just push-ups today. Not only. I mean, we're going to do other nonsense. But here's the deal with the push-ups. If you have a band and you're feeling strong, put that band around your back to do the push-ups. Even if you can't do them on the floor, try the band around your back and an elevated push-up. So, option 1, this is a little lighter. For one, it's the lighter band, and notice where the band is. It's under my shoulder. Whereas you can do it here. It doesn't look much different, but now the whole band is above the elbow. So now I'm pushing just with more tension, whereas down here, that is going to be lighter. And here's what I'm proposing. If you can do these on the floor, take care that you don't whip your neck. I've done that. I've been doing these and the band just flips up. It'll probably happen to me today. But this is the goal. See that? These are the push-ups. If you cannot do that, don't just bail on the band. Try them like so. So I'm using my dresser here. Just tilt this bad boy a little bit. Just so we get even more lens flare. So, get the idea? So you're still doing a push-up, but this is more the band tension providing the resistance. And then just play around. Find a good depth that you can handle and a good band that you can handle. We're gonna work up to a really heavy set. So, thank you. What'd you give me this for? This is not needed.
Why? Because I wanted that one.
Oh, because you want that one, I see.
Okay. I wanted this one.
And in fact, why don't you go first? Where would you like to do your push-ups?
I'll do them right here.
You gonna do them on the floor? Okay.
Do you not?
Okay.
Do you want me to not do them?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
I mean, yeah. Like, how many are we going for?
I don't know. So, actually, I do know. Go for pretty heavy. We probably should do a warm-up set. We never really did do that, but we did a lot of scapular stuff, so I think we're good. She's doing great. And notice the band, both sides of the band are over the elbow, above the elbow.
So that's more work. Whereas if the band was, one of them was under the elbow, it would be less. And you can even do this, would be even less work. See, now it's only half of the band under my hand. You can even make the grip easier, do something like that. Good job, kiddo.
I did 8 strict, 2 on my knees.
That's fine. That's it. The band makes for a quick deload to do drop sets too. What happened there? I am going to do a warm up here. I'm going to just do like 10 with the black one. For my goal is to use the green band.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so. And you'll find the band does pop up and down over the elbow even if you don't want it to. It's annoying. Yeah, to give you a better answer, try to now do a warm-up, but then for the work sets, pick a tension where you think you can get somewhere around 10, maybe 6, maybe 15, a very broad rep range, but 10-ish being the goal-ish, where you're really going for failure. Make this hard. As long as shoulders are feeling juicy, make this tough. Give Alice a moment to breathe here, then she'll go again. All right, V-sits. Hate these things. Hate them. Oh, we're going to sneak in a little abdominal work.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Alice is better at these, so we're going to let her demo, and I'm going to hide over there. I don't want you to see my failing.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys. Oh, see, I'm horrible. I'm glad nobody has to see this.
He's doing great.
I'm not doing great. They're not going to believe you. You just lost all credibility. You can hear it in my voice how much I'm straining.
Just because you're straining doesn't mean you're not doing great.
Oh,
He does these things with his fingers though, as if he's like grabbing onto magical powers, using magical powers to get him done. And he also does weird things with his toes. It's like to help him do it.
I'm tuning. Isn't that what they called it in, was it Doctor Strange or? Oh wait, no, I think that was Dark City. Some movie they called it tuning. Ah! For the life of me, I just cannot stay up. Say when. You have to pick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, well, that was fun.
All right, I'm on to the push-ups.
Yeah, you're under the push-ups.
All right.
So here she go, shooting for max. Max effort.
What are your thoughts on if you're a Max? One, having that just be your name, like not like Maximilian, Maximus, but like Max. And then the spelling of 2 X's versus 1. Any thoughts on that, Sean?
I think we have a cousin, second cousin named Max that way.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. It's unique.
What's 1 X or 2?
2 X's.
Ah.
And I'm partial to the comic book too, the Sam Keith comic Max, which they keep threatening to make a movie of, which I don't know. I don't know if that'll be any good. But yeah, I think it's cool. Why do you ask? Actually, I'll let you finish your set. There she goes.
Because you asked for
Oh, Max
Max
set. That's
set.
right. I forgot.
I'm just curious.
Okay.
All right, which one are you going for? You're
Going green.
going green. Go, Shawnee.
We'll see. All right, so these are going to be hideous, and I may do a drop set myself. Actually, no, I'm not. For my first set, I want it to be more just a strict max, and I find my thumb bugs me, so I'm going to try to go with a thumb over grip. You look really stupid doing it, but if you can get your hands like this, that might alleviate that issue if you're dealing with the same as me. Oh, I don't think I can keep it there. I have to go here. I'm just taking forever. Who made this damn band so heavy? Oh my God. All right. Just see what happens. No, I can't do thumb under. Or over, rather. All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hardest thing is the poor little thummies.
One more.
Oh, okay. Another ab exercise.
Great.
Which ones are gonna be? Same thing, or do you want to do hollow bodies?
We do hollow bodies or touch toes.
Let's do hollow body into touch toe. Ugh.
We're gonna do it side by side this time.
No,
Yes.
no, I'm humiliated. My hollow bodies are horrific.
If
And my touch
I'm
toes.
allowing pull-ups and push-ups on
Alright.
camera,
She's right. She makes a great point. If anything, I can be a nice how not to.
all right.
It's like the do and don't section at the end of Us Weekly.
You're great
Where
at
Val
that.
Kilmer's in like some jumpsuit, and you're like, don't.
It's you're great. Okay, so how you do hollow bodies? You bring your arms up over your head. You're just resting on the ground. Great. Then you actually raise your fingers up off the ground just a bit, and you raise your toes up. Lift your head, look at your toes or your belly button, and just start rocking a little bit. And you just kind of stay in a banana shape. That's all there is to it. It's not much more. And your banana shape might look different or anything, but you just rock and roll like a banana. Pull your belly button down towards your spine. And you get to massage your back while you do it. Think about the good stuff. Inhale, exhale. And 3 more. 2. Last one. Great. Hug your knees in. Line your back. So good. Come up into the screen. Raise your feet up to the ceiling. Flex your toes. Clasp your hands behind your head if you'd like, or reach your hands up to your toes and just 10 pulses. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, you want some more? Or that's good.
Who the hell put my feet so far away from me? I should have them brought in a little.
All right. Good job.
You'll notice my hollow bodies, it's like plop, plop. And because my low back, I have a hard time rounding it. And that's partly what that exercise is good for. You're trying to flatten your curve, pull the ribs in and tuck the whole time. You don't want that. She better at it. Is it your turn to push up?
It is. Another round?
Yes. Yeah, we're doing 3, man.
Okay.
I can't take it. It's so hot. It's going to get loud for a minute. Who decided to set up a studio right on First Avenue? It's loud. Good job.
I wanted to try with the thumbs on the other side like you.
Cool.
Okay.
There it is.
I did it. I did what we talked about. All right, last one. Warmed up.
You warmed up?
Yeah. Warmed up.
I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go with 2 of these sons of guns.
Woo-wee. What up with that?
Another siren. Busy day out there. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have done both at once. But what are you going to do? Can't fix stupid. Oh, this is going to be awful. I think this is gonna be worse than the green one. It was chosen because I thought maybe it'd be nicer to my thummies, but evidently it's not. Right. It's heavier. Lord have mercy.
Good job, man.
Oh. Ah. All right. Just like that, we gotta do one more ab. Whose idea was this to do so many abs today? And I'll tell you what, because I need more rest this time. Let's use the bands to do it. Check it out. You can do this with only one band, but I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna put Alice to work. Okay, check it out. Got this thing looped. Let's have her be, I haven't done this in a while. Take that. So she got the band up there. Yeah, you can do that, just to make your life easier. Okay, go as far as we think I can handle. So she's gonna go pretty far, even more. See what I did here? I have it around my right shoulder. If you have your band anchored in the door, you can totally do this. Just don't let this one flip up and kill you. So this is rotational. I'm bringing my right knee toward my left. My right shoulder toward my left knee. Just around and down. Around and down. You know in movies when the bad guy grabs the hero by the shoulder and the hero flips him over? It's like that, like a judo throw. The chopping motion. You might also feel this hip getting in on the action. Oh, my poor neck. Driving that shoulder down. See that? Crisscross. Crisscross will make you
Jump.
do abs. Okay, that's enough of that. Alice's turn. So, again, this goes.
Can't you just put this, or you want this tension?
Yeah, actually use that one, it's nicer. So that goes around her. Wait a minute.
That's around you.
Yeah, let's just show the gang.
I get this.
See how she does that.
Okay,
What are
this is
you?
here.
No. No.
I was so certain I had it.
So,
This
boom
way,
shakalaka.
and then I just hold it there.
Yeah, and it
Got
can be
it.
either over or under her shoulder.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. Okay, you ready, woman? And if you feel you're being pulled too much, we can set you up where you can hold the dresser so that you don't go anywhere. Okay. Twisting down and around, yes. Okay, you tell me once I'm going too far.
Okay.
I'm giving you a little more. How's that?
It's good.
Good. Right about there? I see you're gonna slide otherwise. I mean, that's kind of the issue with this setup, is eventually it just becomes too much to stay in one position. You can do it standing. It slightly can turn into like other stuff happening when you do it standing. This slightly isolates trunk a bit more, but also I like to kind of feel that hip working. Good, Al. So you're curling over, bringing shoulder to knee. Don't think of it as a hip hinge. So it's not a lean forward. It's similar to the hollow body. It's that challenge of tucking your pelvis a bit and dropping your ribs, caving. Good, Al. Well, bam. Good.
Okay, last one.
No. All right, we will do another push-up, and then we'll get back to these.
All right, so you're gonna do push-up before me.
Yeah. Wait, no. You were first. That's right. Your turn. I forgot.
Even though I just did the abs. Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, so I skipped ahead of you, right? I had done a push-up, and then I just did. Okay. Yeah, we've messed it all up, but that's okay.
Okay, it's fine. I just want to make sure I'm fine. Just curious. Just making sure. That's it. Just making sure. Do this last set. Arms here.
Good. We are definitely on pace to go beyond 7. So we're going to be here in the clappers. The clap because we care day time. Go Al. Cool.
I really thought since I had it here, I was gonna get 10. Still couldn't. I can only do 8.
There's something about bands that, I guess because you can't get any, like momentum doesn't help. You know, there's no inertia assisting you. So, try as you may, no, I'm gonna get it. Like it doesn't help. Okay.
Do it to it, mister.
All right, I've gone back to the green just because I don't feel like untangling those. Now where we go?
Good job, good job. Nice work, nice work.
I will do a drop set now. What are we doing that I kept screaming? I was feeling all triceps. Oh, the TRX. But it was a movement that was like it was just regular TRX push-ups.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's have you do that. So she's got left. Over here I go to provide an anchor. Wait. That's right. Am I good over here? Oh yeah, that works.
If you want, I could be here, right?
Well, I want you to
Shifted. Cool. The same.
just as long as I see the way your angle was, it was fine. It was fine. Good.
Yeah, so right wherever I
Yeah.
am, it's right in front of me, and I'm the one that, okay, cool.
Correct.
Yeah, that's good direction for anyone who watches that at home. Like,
Right. And it could be slightly off to one side. The most important thing is just that you're coming across diagonally, shoulder to knee, and you're trying to, the band's job is to just load that motion. Like you could even have it just on the ground behind you, or it could be anchored above you. If you see people at the gym kneeling in front of or facing away from the cable machine, and they've got the triceps rope in their hands, and they're just doing crunches, or you can do this motion. It's the same idea. There you go, pal. Like we could have done this with the band anchored at the top of the door. But I really like when it's wrapped around you, I think it further encourages the twisting, that sort of spiraling. Great. So if you are following along at home and ready to move on to the next thing, I'm just going to show you that briefly before I begin my exercise, my left side. Here's what's going to be next. kneeling band press. So the band is under right foot. You're right here, and you're just pressing. Think of splitting the leg like that. If you find that a little awkward, you can switch it to just being under the knee. Of the two, I kind of prefer this one, but I know sometimes people don't like pressure under the knee like that. Make sense? Just go, think higher rep now. Think in like the 15 to 25 range. So maybe the thin band like this, maybe the next one up. Okay.
Or if they have a dumbbell, can they do
The
that?
dumbbell is perfect for pressing if you've got that. Pick a weight where you know you've got 15 to 20-ish, 25-ish.
Switch legs in front.
There we go. Get ready, woman. Mush. I like saying that when I've got the band around people. Do we think that's like a Eskimo word? Mush.
Yeah, I don't know. In Inuit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Do they say it in Nanook of the North?
Good question.
Do they say it in the documentaries in Al's version?
Maybe the dogs were saying it to each other, and so the drivers just said, "Well, that seems to get them to
Exactly.
listen to each other, so we'll say that too."
Exactly.
So you don't have to, but notice I'm kind of, as I twist, I'm letting my right hip go back a little bit. That's just sneaking in a little extra work. How many are you doing? I had to do a bunch. It's like sometimes when a recipe tells you the exact amount of time for something to be in the oven, yeah, sometimes there's the amount of time it needs to be there. Sometimes it's like, it's about a beer it's worth, 2 beers worth, whatever.
Yeah, that's how they cook it. That's how a lot of the French culinarians too. That's how they write a lot of things.
Yeah,
So
that's
the
what
beers
beer's
are.
worth. Yeah. Where are we? Okay, band time. Now you're first, apparently. Oh no, you were first with the push-ups.
So should we be a hard band or start with a black band?
I think we're on the black band. Black is gonna be tough. And I say kneel on it, but if you want, you can put your foot on it.
Right hand, right? Yes.
Yeah. So her mission here is we're gonna do 2 sets per side. If you don't have access to a band, but you want to do shoulder pressing, that is good, Alice. Now she's done an interesting like crisscross of sorts. Works for me. That was fine. Whatever's cozy. I don't think I could do that if I tried. But that looks relatively comfortable.
One of the things, because I'm shorter than you
Huh.
and not as broad as you, the bands are longer for me.
That's true.
Straight up. So like.
Yeah, I train a tall fellow. He's 6. I think he's 6'6". And I always have to remember that when I'm telling him to do something and I'm seeing his face just writhing in agony, and I gotta think, oh yeah, he's tall and he has the wingspan of the spruce goose.
Spruce goose?
The spruce goose.
I've never heard that.
Howard Hughes is playing.
I never did
Yeah.
that. All right.
Nobody thought it would fly, and it did. And I think it made like one maiden voyage.
You're gonna do the
Pretty
black
much it.
band too?
No, I'm gonna do a heavier band. You convinced me.
I was surprised for that choice. I was like, why are you choosing that?
Okay.
Yeah, there's a way to get under the knee that it's like under the lower bone instead of in the middle.
Yeah.
It's nice when it's under the lower bone. Yeah, that's how I had it. Exactly how you had it. Matt?
Yeah.
Feels good, right?
And I'm just now remembering that we could use the D handle if we hated this. You could attach the handle if you've got one at home. That also changes the length. The tension is going to be a little less if you use that. But if you have found the really perfect tension, you can always loop the band around your leg. You can cinch it under so that just some of it is slack. Did that look organic?
Yeah.
Ugh. It don't want to go nowhere.
Don't wanna go nowhere.
Okay, Alice's turn. 2 per side. Oh, and I'll just really quick show you. If you want to continue but you don't have bands, downward dog push up. So you dive your head toward your hands and then push back. But hopefully, everybody has a band collection. Not the band from the 70s called The Band.
Yeah, it's Bob Dylan's band. I hope they have a collection of those recordings as well.
All right, good point.
They're amazing.
A little hubristic to call yourself The Band. That'd be like The Trainer. Sean, I'm The Trainer.
Yes.
Or you The Project Manager.
I think they have a story about it, but I mean, of course they have a story about it, but I don't want to say. I don't know if I remember it correctly.
Remember when we did the deep dive into Creedence Clearwater Revival's
Yes.
wiki page and learned a bunch of stuff?
Yes.
Remember where they got their name?
Yes. Well, but you can say it.
You say it, because I don't know if I remember it very well.
It's your story,
His friend or something was named Creedence.
right?
Like the name Creedence, that like in The Office, the guy's name Creed.
A friend
It's short
of
for
theirs,
Creedence. Yeah, it's a friend of
And
theirs.
then a commercial.
Yeah.
Clearwater was like a brewery.
Yeah. And they're from SoCal. They're not Southern. They're from California, but they put their finger on the pulse of, whatever, and knew what music wanted. And so they decided to sound like they were from the bayou.
Yep. And sing. Like, it's one thing to sound like you're from down there and then just have like other lyrics. They sang about being from the bayou and yeah. I guess I don't know if they said that they were ever from the bayou, but they definitely sang about.
Who says born on the bayou?
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
kind
right.
of indicating you're from there.
That's exactly.
I mean, I guess if you put his feet to the fire, he might say, well, I was the second person or third describing what it would be like to have been born on the bayou.
I forgot. Those were the those are the lyrics. So,
Yeah, not move to the bayou.
right. Visit the bayou.
My parents went to the bayou and all I got was this t-shirt.
They had a lot of hits.
They had so many hits. I mean, everybody knows that, but like, just play them one day, like all their hits. You're gonna be like, you'll never get anything done. It'll take you the whole day. Just when you think, oh, we're winding down, we're getting into the B-side, we're getting into the crap. It's like, no, a whole bunch more. And then acrimonious ending. Fought with the guy who bought the rights to their stuff or whatever. He wasn't their manager. I forget how it all worked.
2 sets. Other
2 sets. Got to do the other one. After this,
Let's just go to 15.
yeah, 15, 20. Is
I think. Okay.
that too? How many did you get last time?
I don't know.
If it's 12, stick with this band.
Oh yeah, no, I think I can do more, like on the higher, but I don't know if I can get 15 with that.
Here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to try that, and if it's a drop set, that's fine too.
All
I
right.
appreciate your honesty. Oh yeah, you can do this for days.
I really can.
Alice brings up a good point. Height differences. Very often I just like say, use this band, blah, blah. Do take note though, like at the very bottom, it does pretty much go slack. Now that's a heavier band, so as she stretches it, it gets tighter much faster. That's why I often am looping these things together. But,
Okay.
cool.
That was 15.
All right, was that failure-ish?
Yeah, I got a 3 to 5.
She also did yoga today. And what does yoga have? So what am I up to? Am I right again?
Yes.
Yoga has a lot of shoulder work. You're in plank a lot. You're going from upward dog to downward dog. It's a whole lot. So if she doesn't do quite as much volume, she is, but if she chose not to, it would make sense. If anyone's wondering, her hip is feeling much better today.
Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, just sometimes when I sit on the ground too long, or had a long meeting and I didn't shift my position.
That was a cliffhanger yesterday.
That was a cliffhanger. We didn't know if we were going to cut it off or not.
Yeah, I think we ended with me. We shared the screen, and you could see me going on Amazon looking for ether because we were gonna have to knock you out. And I'm gonna do a few more.
I'm not doing a
Pause.
few more. Pause and sits. Pose and sits. Pose.
Pose.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have a lot to go. We still have the triceps to do, and then we're gonna finish with some more shoulder stuff. For those tired of everything, you can bail at that point. In fact, you don't have to do the tricep thing either. But if you do it, you will be glad you stayed, because then we're gonna scorch your triceps. We're gonna smoke them. Put them in our pipe and smoke them. Which is not cannibalism, because we're not ingesting your triceps. We're just combusting them and inhaling them. Good.
Yeah.
Now the way we're going to do this is either on a bench or on the floor. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you can just use that. If you have a band, you can just use that. If you have both, you can combine the two things. That's what we're going to do. Loop the band around the kettlebell. Then you can either do this on the floor, or if you have a coffee table or a chest, a storage chest, or if you're one of the lucky few who has a workout room and you got a bench, or even like a little Reebok step, that can work. You could actually even use a foam roller for this, because you just need the slight angle, like to get your body like that a little bit. Mini break. You have no more?
No more.
Okay. Well, I'm finishing this. Can you just slide that chest out onto the carpet?
Yep.
Just 0 more. Okay. About face, everyone. So check it out. We're going to do pullovers. Alice is going to go first.
You want an ankle or flat?
That's good. Now, oh, you know what I realized, Alice? That band is going to be too heavy. It's just now occurring to me. We don't need that much
For
tension.
both of us?
Yeah, let's go with the red one. I kind of forgot. Will you figure out how this goes? 'Cause I sure won't.
So if you have a kettlebell and you're looping it, let me show you. This is the way that we figured out is great for these. So you put it around the outside of the handles,
The horns.
the horns, and then you grab the other end, and you basically tuck it through. So you tuck it under the one, tuck it through the thing, and then it's wrapped around the outside, around the outside,
Around the outside.
Okay.
She's going to lie on her back with her head hanging off the edge, or it can be on the very edge. I'll hand you this.
Oh wait, sorry.
These
I'm not
guys.
gonna be
No, we go this way.
short way. Go.
Yeah. Do you have enough room? If not,
Yeah.
let's slide it back. Are you having to cheat your legs in away from the couch? If so, let's move this.
I didn't realize
I
that
know.
was the angle. On the stage.
So I'm going to hand her this. She doesn't need much extra tension. Go the other way. Hammer
Throw it
position.
over my head to get it ready. Yes. There we go.
All right. See what's going on? See how she has it? Wait, is that right? Yeah, that's right. She's got it right. Okay, and now I just give her this little extra bit of tension at that. That doesn't look right. Why does that look weird? Give me that a second. Sorry. Don't move a muscle. Hold it. That's pretty much how you have it, right? But why does it look weird at the top?
Do you want the band to
Maybe.
face down? Here.
Yeah, maybe band face down.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. I might be over whatevering it. She might just feel it out and, well, that looks better. What does it feel like to you?
It feels hard in a good way.
I'll give you a little less tension. So the band is not terribly essential. It's plenty of work without it. I'm basically slack here, and then as she gets to there, I give her some tension. Don't go quite that far, Alice.
Okay.
This is a good bit of weight for her. Lock those elbows. Lock them, lock them, lock them. Press it up. Yeah, that's the top.
Okay, wait, yeah, so I don't understand.
You're doing
it. Yeah, okay.
That
so,
was that one was it. Now bend your elbows and go back. Back, 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 back. Yep. Now roll it up and then press it toward the sky. Yes, perfect. That's exactly it.
yeah, I didn't realize that was the movement we're doing. Okay, so it's this one.
Yeah.
We press in, then we bring it down to our face, roll back our head.
And you know what? In your defense, you heard me saying pull over,
Uh-huh.
and this is not a pullover. This is me. This is my bed. This is a lying triceps extension. And I'm just adding the band to give it a little extra zhuzh.
Oh, she's nice.
But she's right. A pullover is the arms stay at the same angle and you bring it up and across.
All right, that's the last one.
Good job. And that was trainer error. It's like,
All good, man. Just didn't
oh, good man.
All good. Just didn't know.
Yeah, I'll show the folks
Oops, sorry.
the difference. This, what she was doing, that would be a pullover. This is triceps extension. That chopping motion. That's got to hinge the elbow. Hi. All right.
You got it?
Yes. So here I go. So bring it up. And
Tell me how much weight you want.
a little more.
More?
Yeah, a little more.
Oh man, Sean. Just kidding.
When is one of these gonna break for us?
I hope never. I like them so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a mini break.
Okay.
Ah, chair falling apart.
Yeah.
And here I go again. I guess it's 7. Okay. Oh, agonizing. Let's do a
Good job.
second set.
Good job, buddy.
And we're just doing a quick clappity clap. Some days I do longer. But these tries aren't going to train themselves. Let me explain the next thing you're going to do. After you've done your triceps, maybe one more set. Unless they're really dead, then you can try this. Step on your lightest band in this V shape. You're gonna lift like that. This band is a little too heavy, but the red one for me would be good. It's that direction, okay? That'll be it. But in the meantime, we've got one more of these to do.
Let's do it to it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay, great.
I guess I could have left it. You would have reached it, but there we go.
There you go. Slide it over my face, put it away. Slowly bring towards my forehead, skin my hair, and back. Do you think about that same thing as I do?
Yes. I like to think, put on a headband, so it's going toward your head, but then it just rolls back. Good. Up and extend. Yeah. Somebody's got like an actual trombone or something today.
Is there a Vuvuzuela?
No, but remember that? That was fun for like 5 minutes.
For the World Cup.
Yeah, in South Africa, right?
Get one more. These
Yeah.
really burn.
Ready? Smart. Okay. My turn. Last one for me. And yeah, I'll grab it first, and then you can. And if you want to get way back there, and you can even put it under your leg, make your life easier. I can't find it. Alrighty. There we go. So if you're ever allowed back in a gym, remember the easy curl bar? That's that little barbell that has a camber in the middle. Like, picture a straight bar, but this one has like almost a W shape to it. Oh my God, my triceps. They're on fire. I have to rest for a second. That thing you can use for this, and it lets your grip be just slightly pronated. It would actually be better than a kettlebell. And a regular barbell is a little rough because fully pronated is not pleasant, but you also don't want to be underhand either. One more. Okay. All right, last but not least. All right.
What is it, Sean? It's my last one, my at least dance.
Yeah, it's always good to be done with your workout.
Yeah.
We ain't hating workouts, but we also ain't hating when they're
I'm
done.
just like getting pumped up for life.
Okay, so you can either do this kneeling or standing. I kind of like kneeling. I've got it under my heel. So I'm lifting in this V shape. For some, this is a little rough on the neck, I've been told. So those maybe just do this way. But I like the slightly greater range of motion of being pitched over like this. You are trying to lift into a V. Picture the triangle gets bigger. Little triangle, big triangle. I'm just switching leggies. If you have soup cans, milk jugs, something at home, you can do this. Just good old lat raises, just lifting to the side. Okay, Al's turn. Have fun. Those are awful. Little triangle, big triangle. That's right. Isn't that cute? So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. That's it for the workout. Everybody can start drinking. Bye. Tune in tomorrow for
Pulls.
pull day. God, my hair looks dumb.